Hello, my name is Joey, and for the CASPA Science and Engineering Fair, I have created the Gomoku project. As I've just stated, my name is Joey. I've been coding in Python for around 2 months, along with C++ and Java. And for the CASPA Science and Engineering Fair, I've created the Gomoku project. The game depicts a web-page level interactive Gomoku board with the ability to host a full 2-player session of Gomoku. The process of creating this game was incredibly difficult, but as all games and other projects start, I had to get some inspiration. This was achieved by finding some websites and apps that were provided to me by my TA and also by some research that I did on my own. These included just regular Gomoku websites and apps, along with other sites like chess.com for inspiration for the draw and resign functions that were present within the game. During this research, I decided that one of the big factors that would make this project stand out was the complete lack of console and terminal use. In doing so, this would make things a lot more difficult. First of all, it would require a lot more animation, and second, it would need more implementation of buttons, which will come back to kind of hinder the process of a project and its creation. Some of the troubles that I had to put through was the s.onClick function, which is present in the Python turtle module that I used to code this. And its use is to detect whenever a user would click, where they clicked, and to file a function corresponding to those two variables. The problem with this is that it wouldn't wait for the user to click most of the time, which doesn't seem like a problem, except for the fact that most of the s.onClick functions were present in while loops. So without any solutions that were implemented, this would just keep on looping, and it would often cause the program to crash or to be rendered useless. The solution that we came up with that was not as elegant as you would think it was. We had to add in intentional delays, such as adding in like a completely invisible version of the Gomoku board, which isn't really a good idea, but it's all we could do at that point in time. So there were a lot of delays and other issues that were the result of this issue. The second problem was piece placement. We had to round out the pieces and their coordinates, so pieces would snap in, instead of just floating in the middle of the line, or even worse, in the middle of the box. We also had to add boundaries for the board, so you can just place a piece onto, say, the settings menu or the draw button. Finally, there were just some other issues with the animation and timing, such as clearing issues, since it would take a very long time for the entire process to shut down. And this would often cause like a lot of things to pop up, or it would just not work in general. There was a lot of flickering that was present during the early and the middle stages of the creation. There were also some text overlap where the text, since it was continuously printed, would often put itself onto another section of the board or the program, and this would not come off unless I cleared the entire screen. The solution to that was to add a completely different turtle, along with some other different solutions, but you get the point. And finally, with all this in mind, this is the Gomoku game. And if I can share my screen properly, here it is in all its glory. Does take a longer time to load just because I am using a recording software, but here it is in all its glory. This game includes a custom loading screen, a starting settings menu, an instructions panel, an interactive Gomoku board, a turn system, and a resign and draw function, along with a lot more functionalities. So as we wait for this to load, you can see that this is a yin-yang, and that is intentional. And here it is in all its glory. This is the Gomoku project. You can select the instructions, just look over everything. There will be a lot more flickering just because I am using the recording software, but normally it's very smooth. So we can play the game as well. And here it is. There were a lot of issues within this. I'm not going to play the full game. But as you can see, all the buttons work. The turn system works. This is a draw and resign function. This is the settings menu, along with the instructions panel, which does return back to the game instead of returning to the start menu. And if we just finish this off, that's it. That is the Gomoku project, presented by me, Joey Zhang. Thank you for listening. I wish you a good day.